Hi, it's Raina again for another Habitat for Humanity Southampton Roads Windmill Week training video. In this video I'm going to show you how to safely use the nail gun. And so the first thing I want to share with you is that you've noticed I got my hair up in a ponytail and I've got my safety glasses on. You always have to have your safety glasses on. You also are probably going to want some earbuds in your ears to protect your ears because these do get loud. Now, just like with any gun, you do not want to keep your hand on the trigger. The trigger is this right here. You notice if I hit it, it does shoot some air out, but it does not fire. The reason why you don't want your hand on the trigger is because it will fire once this tip is engaged. And if you're not using it, you don't want to have your hand on the trigger, because if you've got it down by your side like this and you've got your hand on the trigger, somebody bumps that tip and engages it, it could fire a nail into their leg. We do not want that to happen. So the first thing I'm going to show you on how to do with the nail gun is actually how to load the nails into it. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to remove the air supply. So you're going to push it into the nail gun, pull the sleeve back and release it. You will hear a burst of air. That's okay. That's perfectly normal. And you're going to slide back the follower. So a rack of nails, these are 3-inch framing nails, are going to have these little plastic holders to hold them together, and these will actually shoot out when you're firing a nail, and that's one of the reasons why you need eye protection, because you don't want that little piece of plastic shooting out and hitting you. So you want to make sure that the angle of the nails matches the angle of the tip. You don't want to do it in backwards, because then you're not going to be able to shoot your nails. So you're going to drop them into this slot here and just let them slide forward, and it will hold 2 racks of nails. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to pull back the follower and then release this little tab here while holding the follower. Let it release a little bit so that it's unlocked, and then slowly lower the follower into the nails. You do not want to let it jam up into it, and let it go and let it slam into the nails, because it will cause all the nails to jam up, and then you will have misfires. When you are using a nail gun, you never want to aim the nail gun, just like any other gun, towards somebody, and you are somebody. So I had a person who actually tried to stand here, the stud was here, and they were shooting, aiming at themselves like this. Do not do that. If somebody is on the other side of your nail gun, either wait until they are out of the way or ask them to please move before you fire. So we're now going to start firing. It's going to get a little loud as we're doing this. I'm going to talk you through it, and then I'm going to shoot a nail or two so you get an idea of how to do it. But before we can do that, we have to add our hose and air supply back to the gun. You're going to slide the sleeve back on, push it, sorry, and that will happen sometimes, push it, and then release it, and make sure that it's firmly on there. So when framing, you want to make sure that your boards are in line. So you want this flush. If it's not quite flush, you can prop something up underneath it to hold it. I actually am going to have, be able to push this down to do that. You're going to want to keep your hands, for safety reasons, a good 6 inches away from the tip of the gun. The reason why we do that is because sometimes when you are shooting a nail gun, it hits a knot inside the wood that you do not see, and it can feasibly ricochet back out. The longest nail that we have is 3 inches, so doubling in that, it gives you 6 inches. You're less likely to be hit. So make sure that your boards are in line here and they're flush here. You're going to shoot one in, and you're going to make sure that your tip is in line with this stud. So you're going to put it up against it, and then you're going to shoot one. Misfire. And you will sometimes have misfires. So we're going to shoot it again. And I'm using that block up there to give me a... There we go. That time I got it. So once you get one in, if you need to rotate the board to get it in line again, go ahead and rotate it. Make sure it's good and square, and then you're going to shoot a second one in like that. And that is how you use the nail gun safely. Try not to be worried about the nail gun. It is a little scary, but we will be on the site to help you with it. When you fire it the first time, you may do what's known as double tapping. That's because you flinch and your finger's still on that trigger, and you re-engage the tip, and then you're going to shoot a second nail. It's okay if you do that once or twice. You'll get used to it, and we'll be on site helping you with it, so don't be afraid of it. And that is about all for nail gun safety. We look forward to seeing you again in our next safety video and at the Women's Build.